So on this beautiful, extremely beautiful rainy day, I just wanted to prove to myself that creating YouTube videos doesn't have to be hard at all. And I just figured it out recently. So let me just create some lightning here. Okay, we have the green one, and we have the other green one. Oh, actually it's just changing colors all the time. So let's just talk about it for a moment, because I was really a perfectionist when it came to these YouTube videos, and I think that it really held me back because I had to get everything perfect. So for example, I have these two lights over here. Then I had this crazy light over here. Then all these extra lights over here, and you know, the microphone and the professional camera and this whole magnificent setup. And I was just using it in a way to, you know, create like really high quality videos. But then it really turned out that it takes forever to create videos like this. And as a busy entrepreneur, I didn't really have time for that. So that was a really big mental shift, because I used to really dread this whole experience in a way, maybe not dread, but it was a kind of tense situation in which I was like, okay, I have to get everything perfect. Every little thing from my 20-step checklist had to be checked to make sure that the video is going to be absolutely perfect, and all of the lights had to be on, and everything had to be just right, and the audio had to be perfect. And you know, it just took forever to create videos like this, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience. And of course, I would still create videos like that if I was just a professional, let's say, YouTuber, but I have changed my approach here. Actually, there are other things in my life that are going to be making me more money, so I would rather focus on these things, but I still have this creative urge to create just cool YouTube videos about my process and how I'm growing as a creator and the things I'm doing in my business. So why not just drop this whole perfectionist mindset and instead just put my phone camera, my Google Pixel 8 like 4K camera on that little tripod over here, and without any even microphone or anything, it has this speech enhancement and stabilization built in already, and just start speaking from my heart. Another thing that I was doing was that I used to really spend just hours obsessing over these videos, just to cut out every single tiny pause in my speech, or when I was saying something like and ah. But I don't think it's actually necessary. Maybe there are people out there in this world that will appreciate just somebody speaking straight to the camera in a natural way. Maybe it doesn't have to be so perfect and so polished every single time. So that's why I'm just trying out the strategy to just pick up my camera every day, just on my phone, and just start speaking to it. And I have tried this for a couple of times already, and I think it's actually pretty great. Because I just put on my camera in a second. I don't really care about, you know, my appearance so much. No, I just stopped caring anymore. After so many setbacks and everything that happened in my life, you know, I'm just going to speak to the camera and maybe give you some valuable tips, like you don't have to create a perfect video. Maybe you just have to create a video that is going to resonate with a couple of people, and this is going to be enough. And you don't have to spend hours editing the video. Maybe you just need to turn on your camera, start speaking, and this is going to be just fine. Of course, YouTube is very competitive, etc., etc. And there are quadrillion YouTube videos being uploaded onto YouTube every second, and you are competing with all of these people out there. But I'm just running it as an experiment. I'm just wondering if I upload, even a couple of hundred of these helpful YouTube videos, but ones where I don't really have to spend hours on editing, but instead I just try to give valuable tips, maybe this is going to be a better strategy. And instead of spending, all of this time at my computer using Final Cut Pro or CapCut or whatever, I can just capture it on my phone and then I can upload it to basically, straight to YouTube even, without any cutting at all, and then just use the YouTube editor to just trim the video at the beginning and at the end, or maybe during some moment when I stumbled or maybe said something that wasn't that interesting or whatever. Just spend a couple of seconds and then just straight up upload it, publish it, and just see what happens. And I have a hunch that perhaps this is not going to get so many views on average, but there will be some videos that will be outliers. Maybe I will just strike a chord and talk about something that many people will be interested in. For example, like how not to burn out with your content creation process and not be so perfect that you don't really need to use all of this, gear and everything. Maybe you just need to speak from your heart, give people some good tips, and in 15 minutes you have a YouTube video ready instead of just sacrificing so much time on it. So that's my process right now. I would advise that you try it as well. Just turn on your phone, especially if you have a 4K camera on your phone, but even if you have just a 1080p camera, that should be just fine, and just start speaking, start uploading, and after a couple of times you will just get rid of this notion that it has to be perfect, and maybe you will also just stop caring about what other people think about your uploads, and because nobody really cares, in the end nobody really cares. So just speak your mind and be creative and do the stuff that you want to do. And I will see you in the next video.